Real quick guys, if you guys wouldn't mind, please be sure to consider going down your item shop and typing in BAY for your supported creator code, BEY, and then clicking accept. This will support me greatly and it will not cost you anything, so please be sure to do this, and let's get right into the video. Hey, what's up guys? Before we get into this video, I just wanted to mention that I've started my brand new business where I am selling all kinds of gaming accessories such as control freaks that you guys are seeing in this video. I'm selling these control freaks for cheaper than what they are on the Control Freaks website, and the shipping is completely free. You guys can get these at a discount, the exact same quality, the exact same product, and many others on my website. So please be sure to go check it out. Link in the description and in the pinned comment. Now, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Also, one final thing guys, all the gameplay in this video was recorded live at twitch.tv/beyondfps. It was streamed there. I play tons of games every single day. I'm probably streaming when this video is live. If I'm not, be sure to go and drop a follow because I will be streaming very consistently, and I just hit 900 followers. So please be sure to go and join my Twitch fan base over there. Also guys, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. I make tons of tips and tricks videos to help you guys out, and if they do, please subscribe. It'll help me out a ton, and a lot of people that are watching these videos are not subscribed, so please be sure to do this right now. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. So with the brand new season upon us, we have a brand new map with tons of awesome new drop spots, but a lot of them are going to be heavily contested. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you guys the best arena and competitive level drop spots that are going to be uncontested and amazing for overall dropping cold and not having any problems with looting in the early game. Now, before I get into the main drop spots, there's one thing that you have to know about all of these. It's that one, you need to know multiple drop spots if you ever want to be successful in arena. If you're just going at one place every single time, you're going to run into problems. The consistency will decrease, and over time, if people start to figure out that drop spot and they start coming to it, you're basically screwed for the rest of the season, and you're going to have to panic and find these spots. So right now, while a lot of people are wasting their time and just exploring the map, find these 3 drop spots I'm going to be showing you guys in these videos. Master all 3 of them, and you'll always have a backup just in case your spot is ever contested. Also, there is an extra drop spot called the pontoon ship. This thing is random and it will spawn at different edges of the map. If you guys ever see this little boat, make sure that you go to it instead of the drop spot that you were originally going to. It's very rare to find it. It's almost like a llama, but there's only one of it in the entire map, and this thing has the most insane loot for a drop spot. So I definitely suggest going here if you guys are ever dropping somewhere and you see it. It's basically just this small little boat, and the way that you can tell if it's the right one is you look at your minimap, and if you can't see anything on your minimap where it is and where you mark, then it is indeed the pontoon. So the first drop spot that I have in this video is the lighthouse, and it is on the top left C1 location. You'll basically see this little island, and what this is this little lighthouse area where you'll basically have this large house and this lighthouse at the top. You can land at either 2 of these as they both have loot, and I'll show you soon in this video where all the loot is and how to loot it, but I suggest going to the house first, and you'll see why in this gameplay. So as soon as you get to this house, once you break this little roof panel, there's a chest right over here, and as soon as you break this chest, you can go ahead and break down and get to the bulk of the loot inside of the house. As you guys probably don't know, there's going to be 3 chests in this house, and the 3 chests I'm going to be showing you guys as I run through this area. You guys will see everything as I'm walking through, because I'm just going to be showing you guys like a quick little looting path that you can use if you're ever going to drop here, which I suggest that you do. Now keep in mind that there's tons of wood at this drop spot for arena, and right now, because of the way that the map is, a lot of the drop spots don't actually have too much loot, so I definitely suggest breaking all of the wood and every single thing inside of the house that's furniture, because you will be leaving it with max wood if you do it correctly. And outside of the house, as you guys will see further on into the gameplay, there is a ton of brick and tons of little brick stone hedges that you guys can break to get brick. And besides that, you guys are going to be pretty good on loot because you're going to have max brick and max wood. The only thing that you'll really need is metal. Now, as I mentioned before, there is something about this area that says that you should go to the house, and that's that the house has much better than the lighthouse. And the lighthouse, of course, because of its very small nature, doesn't really have the best chances of you being able to get a lot of mats while you're inside of it. And as you guys will see right now, basically someone actually landed in this area with me, but they went to the lighthouse and I went to the house. And although this player may have the high ground, you're going to have an absurd amount of mats compared to them. So your material advantage will definitely give you an advantage, and the fact that you're going to have access to more chests and more loot inside of the house. Now, this player went ahead and looted the entire lighthouse, which he did a good job of, but I can still show you guys all the chest locations. So as you run up the stairways and you go up the spiral, there's basically going to be 2 chests as you go all the way up. One's going to be all the way at the top, and one's just going to be halfway on right over here. Now, a cool little trick to know for the lighthouse, if you ever land there or if you want to get down quickly, is that you don't have to land off the sides and you don't have to run down the stairs as you guys see me doing right now. All you have to do, and a cool little trick for something that you can do, is just jumping straight down the middle and then placing a platform here and there every single few seconds, or every second as you drop down. And of course, there is fishing spots around the little island, so be sure to check those out before you go into the mainland where many opponents will be. And that is it for the first drop spot. The second drop spot, and personally my favorite, is the Misty Mountain drop spot. I have it marked right now on the map so you guys can see exactly where it is, and I'll show you guys how to land there and basically how to do your loot path. This is the one that I've used most often and the one that I've been using for a long time now, so I know this spot very well and I have almost a perfect flawless loot path for it. So pay attention to how I'm basically rotating around the area and the way that I'm looting it, and pay attention to all the little details, because I do maximize the looting path for speed and not just for basically accessing all different areas in the chest, but also for doing it as fast as possible. So the first thing that I do is I always land right here next to this chest that is by this campfire. This chest by the campfire will go ahead and give you a gun, and it's just basically a normal chest. And then right after, go ahead and walk over to this area. Usually there will be a weapon here as well as an ammo crate. This time I only got ammo, and then you go up and there's a weapon right there. Going up the staircase here, you always have a little weapon spawn right over there, and once you get to this weapon spawn, there's also a chest right over here on these benches. You can go ahead and grab this chest and get the guns inside of it, and then this ammo crate over here, and you move on to these little disco things over here. If you place a pyramid, it will turn off the disco dance things, and it will basically get rid of that annoying sound. Now, once you put this pyramid here, just go ahead and edit it into a ramp, and then jump and break this little floor right over here. This will break down a chest right onto you, and you can go ahead and grab the loot here, and then you can turn around and break the little disco flooring here, and you'll fall right on top of another chest. Once you've gotten this chest down here, you basically just go ahead and you walk out towards the left, and then you go to your left, and make sure that you guys break all the furniture too, as this will give you metal, wood, and lots of good brick and all the materials that you'll basically need coming out of this one location. I'm not, because I'm just running through really quickly to show you guys all the chest spawns and everything. You have another chest right over here, and then this is the last chest for this area. So once you've gotten this one, you can go ahead and leave, and you go ahead and turn and go to your right. Once you've gone to your right, you can basically walk back towards where you dropped, and you go all the way down the mountain. And once you get down, there is this nice little 2-hut building structures there, and you can go ahead and loot these. These have crazy loot. Both of them have 2 chests, lots of floor spawns for loot, and they also have a tendency to have some really good weapons inside of the chest. I don't think this is on purpose, it might just be my RNG and my luck, but I've always had a lot of good luck going to these 2 houses after looting the mountain. And basically you just run through, break the beds, break everything, grab the chest for both the houses, and you are officially done looting it. Now, one more thing to consider is that Misty Meadows also has a nice little loot, like loot drops right on the outside edge that you're going to be towards, and a lot of times players don't actually loot those. So if you guys want, you can actually go ahead and take a look and loot those little spots and the tiny little weapons and ammo that are going to be on the edge, and you can go ahead and loot those very seamlessly and easily because of the fact that many players don't even go towards that side of Misty Meadows. And you can even get some easy third parties if you go ahead and go to those areas very quietly and just grab the loot and leave. And moving on to the final drop spot in this video, we have this little island type drop. This place is awesome because of the fact that almost no one goes here and how underrated it is. It doesn't even really look like a drop spot, and that's what makes it the best place to go if you'd want to land uncontested and get lots of loot. Basically, you see these little house roofs over here, and all of these have loot inside of them. I recommend landing either at this one right here that I'm going to, or the little building all the way to the left when you take a look at it. So if you take a look, there's a building on the left side at the top of the mountain, and that one is the only one that's not surrounded and basically covered with water. That's also a great one to land at, but I personally like to land at this white one just because of the fact that it has a lot of chug barrels inside of the building. So if you break this roof, there's a chest right here, and inside we get some more like loot spawns on the floor and another chest spawn, but mainly these little chug splashes will give us lots of health. I think there is 6 or 7 of them, so once we break all of them, we'll have about 160, 170 health with 60 to 70 extra shields just because we landed here. There's no RNG because you will always have these here, and there's no need to find minis or big pots or anything like that. And basically you just go ahead and loot all these ammo crates, break down this chest on this little roof piece right here, break all of the chug barrels, and you are done looting this little area here. Then you can basically go ahead and swim over to any of the other buildings that have most of their roofs sticking out, and you'll usually find about 2 to 3 chests in each of these buildings. The one I just went to has 2 chests and lots of furniture on the inside to break, which is something really important that not a lot of people really utilize nowadays, and it's really important in season 3 of Fortnite because less trees, less wood, and less brick are scattered around the map because everything is covered in water. So make sure that you guys go ahead and break all of the furniture inside of buildings as you're looting them. All the drop spots in this video that I've mentioned have great furniture on the insides. They're very protected because you're always going to be inside of a building, and you basically won't be taking any chances at taking damage from players because you're going to be inside unless someone literally drops right next to you. So basically go ahead and loot all these buildings, and then go ahead and loot that final building which I mentioned in the beginning and I suggested landing at. And this one is going to have about 3 chests and lots of loot spawns here and there, and it's a nice building with lots of furniture and everything inside. It also has the natural high ground on the map because of its location, and that little mountain on the left side that you can walk up. So if there's ever a slight chance that some people actually come here and you are contested, go ahead and go to this house and loot it quickly, and just go ahead and grab the chest, the floor loot, and then you can go ahead and walk up the little mountain and you will have access to high ground and you'll have the advantage over your opponent. Now this was the last drop spot in this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed and that you have a good arena and competitive season ahead of you. I know that this map change was huge and it did affect a lot of the competitive kind of strategies and everything, especially with the pump removed. So I hope this video helped you guys out, and if you enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day.